dear student, here the topic trigonometric identities. Of course, you will find it new, okay, because identities we have not learnt before that, okay. Dear student, especially I am using the word identity. Identity, that means it's a value true for all values of the variable involved. Clear to you? Any identities for this, three identities which we are going to learn for this trigonometry, its values are valid. Its a value stands true for any values of variable. Clear to you? Now here, as we are involving trigonometric ratio in that angle A, first I am choosing angle A, which is acute angle. Okay. Now let's see one by one for this angle A, and we are going to prove some useful trigonometric identities. First of all, let's note down in triangle ABC, angle B is a right angle. Angle B is a right angle triangle. Right angle. Angle B is a right angle. That's it only. In triangle ABC, angle B is a right angle. Okay. So, using Pythagoras theorem. If I am applying Pythagoras theorem, then very important and very this result we have. What is that result? Let me note down. According to Pythagoras theorem, I need to say the square, the sum of the square of the two sides, that is equal to the square of the third side. Okay, that is the square of the hypotenuse. So is it true? AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. Now what I am going to do in the next step, please remember this step, very easy. I am going to divide this result number 1. Let me call this is result number 1. Okay, dividing result number 1 by AC square. Okay, now let's see, if I divide this by AC, then what can be the result with us? So dear student, AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. This already result number 1 with us. Now I am going to divide the result by AC square. All the terms I am going to divide with AC square. So dear student, can I write this AB by AC whole square, because it is the square of numerator and denominator both. Similar way, here BC square upon AC square, so I can write BC upon AC whole square. And for this side, you know very well, AC square upon AC square directly cancel also, but first I am writing AC upon AC whole square. Okay. Now next step, let's see what to do with the further. So my dear student, here AB upon AC. Now you know AB is here angle A. Angle A, according to that, AB is become the base and AC is a hypotenuse. All of you know very well, base upon hypotenuse gives the result cos. Which trigonometric ratio? Cos. So I need to write it is cos A whole square. Got it? Plus, let's come to this BC upon AC. Now this time angle A, according to that, BC is becoming the perpendicular for angle A. For angle A, BC is a perpendicular, upon AC means hypotenuse. So this is sine A whole square. Correct? And as here AC cancels, so that is equal to 1. Therefore, here cos A whole square indicate that cos square A. This is the technique of writing the square for trigonometric ratio. We should not write cos A whole square here, but we need to write here sine square A this way, that is equal to 1. Yes, dear student, this is our first required identity. Okay, this is the first trigonometric identity, cos square A plus sine square A equal to 1. This is the first identity. Keep this identity in mind. And now, through this identity, we can have two important results. Okay, results also I am making you write along with that. If I make a subject to cos square A, so cos square A equal to, I can write here 1. Let me bring this sine square A to left side. So it is become sine square A, that is minus. So cos square A equal to 1 minus sine square A. Okay. One more result with us, that is I am making subject to sine square A now. So sine square A equal to 1 is always here, 1 is already here. This cos square I am shifting to right side. So it is minus cos square A. These two important results we are deriving through the identity. This is called the parental identity. Please, dear student, keep this identity in mind. Cos square A plus sine square A equal to 1. Cos square A plus sine square equal to 1. Then we can have the two results, cos square A equal to 1 minus sine square A and sine square A equal to 1 minus cos square A. So this is very, very important results which we are going to use to solve different questions of trigonometric identities, related to trigonometric identities. Got it? This is the derivation of first identity. Let's work out on the second now. My dear student, before we proceed for the second identity, it is very important to mention this thing. This is true, means this identity is a result is true for all angle A. For all angle A, that is 0 degree less than or equal to angle A less than or equal to 90 degree. This is very important result which can be asked in the MCQs or a statement or a true false. So please keep this also. The value of A means this acute angle, it must lies between 0 to 90 degree. 0 degree to 90 degree. This is a trigonometric first identity. Clear? So my dear student, here already this result is with us. This we know very well. This is the result of Pythagoras. AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. As first time we have divided this with AC square, this time we are going to divide it by AB square. So I am mentioning here dividing result 1. This was already a result 1. Dividing result 1 by AB square now. Okay. Let's see if I divide it by AB square, then what can be the possibilities? Which type of result we should have? So here I am dividing this by AB square. This is also AB square. Here also I am dividing with AB square. Therefore, now as usual as we did in the first, I need to mention here AB upon AB whole square plus BC upon AB whole square equal to AC upon AB whole square. Now dear student, let's apply the rule. AB upon AB is 1. 1 square is 1, you know. Okay. AB upon AB cancels, so it is 1, so it will be 1. Now focus on this. BC upon AB. Now what will be BC? This is BC upon AB. This is AB. So BC is the opposite side of angle A, that is perpendicular upon base. P by B. This is P, this is B. Dear student, you know perpendicular upon base, that gives the result tan. So we can write here it is tan square A. It is tan square A, angle A. Now AC upon AB. AC is hypotenuse, upon AB is a base. H by B. H by B gives the result sec A. So dear student, because of the square, I am mentioning sec square A. So this is the second identity. Okay, what is that? 1 plus tan square A equal to sec square A. This is second identity. Okay, now let's derive two important results with this identity. So my dear student, this is second identity, 1 plus tan square A equal to sec square A. So here two important results we can have. If I make a subject to tan square A here, then I should say tan square A equal to sec square A minus 1. This 1 will be in the this side, it is become minus 1. And if I am keeping 1 to this side only, 1 I am keeping here, and this side it is sec square A already there. I am transposing this tan square A to right side, so it is become minus tan square A. So my dear student, this is the second important identity, 1 plus tan square A equal to sec square A. Clear? And the two important results, tan square A equal to sec square A minus 1 or 1 equal to sec square A minus tan square A. This is the derivation of this result only. Okay, you need to keep this identity in mind. Then in different questions, somewhere we need to apply, in place of tan square A we need to apply this value. Somewhere we need to, in place of 1 we can write this also, sec square A minus tan square A. That is different application of this identity. So this is the derivation of second identity. Okay, now third is as similar as we did in the second, very simple. And here is also the condition is that this equation, in that the value lies between 0 degree less than A less than 90 degree. The condition remains same, 0 degree less than A less than 90 degree. Please keep this, this is very important thing. This is true for angle A, for all angle A, such that 0 degree less than or equal to A less than 90 degree. Yes, here the condition is something different. Dear student, here A can't be 90 degree. What is the reason? Because if we substitute the value of tan A 90, you know very well tan 90 not defined. So here it is, you should not mention not equal to. For the first identity, it is 0 degree less than or equal to A less than or equal to 90. But for this second identity, when we derive, at that time the value of A must not be equal to. It can be 0 degree or greater than 0. But the value of A, it must be less than 90 degree. It should not be 90 degree. It should not be equal to 90 degree. Got it? This is very important result. Now let's apply for the third identity. Let's see how to derive third identity. Make yourself ready. So my dear student, this is important result of the Pythagoras theorem with us. AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. This time I am going to divide with BC square. So let me note down, dividing result number 1 by BC square. Okay, so what do I have? If I divide it by BC square, the result is with us is AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. Now I am going to divide it by BC square. So let me write here BC square, BC square, BC square. Okay, so can I write here AB upon BC whole square plus BC upon BC whole square equal to AC upon BC whole square. Nothing I have done, of whole square only I have mentioned. Okay, now AB upon BC. What is AB upon BC? Look at your screen. AB is the base and BC is the perpendicular. B by P. Of course, B by P is cot. So I need to mention this is cot square A because of square of this. BC upon BC cancel, so 1 square is of course 1, and of course AC by BC hypotenuse upon P, H by P. Dear student, H by P is cosec A. You know very well it is the inverse of sine cosec A, and because of this square it is cosec square A. So dear student, cot square A plus 1 equal to cosec square A is the third identity which we have derived here. Then the third identity is cot square A plus 1 equal to cosec square A. Got it, dear? Now we are deriving two results from this identity. Okay, let's see. So my dear student, this is the third identity on your screen. You can see. Now let's derive two results with that. If I am making subject to cot square A, then this one can be transposed to right side. So it gives the result cosec square A minus 1. And if I am keeping 1 to left side only and the right side is already cosec square A, I am transposing this time cot square A to right side. So it will be minus cot square A. So finally I can say that these two are the results of this third identity. That is cot square A equal to cos square A minus 1 and 1 equal to cosec square A minus cot square A. Now please keep this in mind. Actually, cosec A and cot A are not defined for angle A 0 degree. That's why. This is a very important thing I am mentioning here. It is very useful for the true false or a statement type of question. Cosec A and cot A. Please note down, dear student. Cosec A and cot A are not defined. These two are not defined for angle A that is 0 degree. That's why we can say it is true for. This statement is true for all angle A, such that, what is the condition? Such that 0 degree less than A less than or equal to 90 degree. There is the difference in first, second and third. Very important. That's why I am making you write and clarifying you. 0 degree is less than angle A less than or equal to 90 degree. Dear student, why it is not given here less than? You know very well. Reason behind that, if I write less than here, then angle A, its value can be 0, equal to 0. But we know the value of cosec A and cot A, it is not defined for this angle A 0 degree. That's why this is very important result. So dear student, here successfully we have completed the derivation of all three identities. Okay, which you find very easy.